We're all just collectors of moments we're afraid to lose, walking in shadows, wearing someone else's shoes, building cathedrals out of glass and regret, praying for a sunrise that hasn't found us yet. I see the tired eyes in the reflection of the train. Everyone's a hero out in the private rain. We trade our wonder for a paycheck and the clock, waiting for a key that finally fits the lock. But the heart is a compass, even when it's broken. Listen to the words that were never truly spoken. Yeah. We're living on borrowed time, dancing on the edge, looking for a promise, not a hollow pledge. It's the beauty in the breakdown, the light in the cracks. Carry the world but don't break your backs. Yeah, we're searching for the piece of the puzzle that's always been shifting. My pockets are empty, but my memory is loud. I'm a solitary whisper in a screaming crowd. We've learned to be lonely in a world that's so connected, leaving the parts of our souls unprotected. But there's a gold in the silver, a truth in the rust, something that remains when the dreams turn to dust. You're more than a number, more than a ghost. You're the one who survived when you needed it most. So let the record skip, let the flaws lead the way. Tomorrow is a debt that we don't have to pay today. Yeah. We're living on borrowed time, dancing on the edge, looking for a promise, not a hollow pledge. It's the beauty in the breakdown, the light in the cracks. Carry the world but don't break your backs. Yeah, we're searching for the piece of a puzzle that's always been shifting. Yeah. Don't be afraid of the dark, the stars can't shine without it. You're still here, that's the victory. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe.
Silence for a rhythm that's real, trying to remember how it's supposed to feel. Not the screen glow, not the artificial high, but the grit in the gravel and the gray in the sky. The road's piano's heavy like a long lost regret. A 70s gold smoking a gold cigarette. We all just pulses in a vast cold grid, hiding the secrets that our younger selves hid. My flow's a slow river, carving paths through the storm, reminding the world that it's never alone. It's the echo of the concrete, the pulse of the street, where the pain and the beauty are finally forced to meet. 90 BPM, the pace of a prayer, breathing in the static of the mist. cemeteries weighted by the lessons I've learned, by the bridges I've built and the ones that I've burned. The snare's a reminder that the clock doesn't wait, while the funk bass is wrestling with the hands of fate. And the log alchemy, turning sorrow into gold, a story of survival that's yet to be told. We're digital orphans looking for an ancestral sound, something to keep our weary feet on the ground. So let the tape hiss, let the imperfections show the beauty's in the struggle. Didn't you know? It's the echo of the concrete, the pulse of the street, where the pain and the beauty are finally forced to meet. 90 BPM, the pace of a prayer, breathing in the static of the midnight air. Yeah, we're healing in the cracks of the sidewalk, we're feeling. Yeah. Don't hide the scars. The scars are where the funk lives. Real soul, real dirt. Just let the record spin out into the light.
Tired of the highlights, the filters, the fake, the million little choices we're forced not to make. We're building our towers on a foundation of sand, while the things that we love slip away from our hand. I see you on the street, you're looking at your feet, avoiding the eyes of the people you meet. Are we afraid of the light, or afraid of the cold, or just terrified of the stories we've never been told? The city is screaming, but the heart is so still, climbing a mountain just to look at the hill. But there's a beauty in breaking, a truth in the fall. Maybe we're not supposed to have it all. We're just fragments of the real, scattered in the gray, trying to find a reason to make it through the day. It's the silence in the room, the tale you didn't share, the words you kept alive while the world was in bed. Yeah, we're surviving. Yeah. In the spaces between us, the magic is thriving. Yeah. Yeah, my scars are a map of the places I've been, the wars that I've lost and the sins that I've seen. We've learned to be strangers to the person in the glass, watching the years and the memories pass. But there's gold in your shadow and fire in your bones, a symphony playing in the rattling stones. You don't need a reason to just take a breath. Life is the victory, it's not about death. So let the record skip, let the static remain. There's a strange kind of sunshine inside of the rain. You're not a mistake, you're not a ghost in the crowd. You're the thunder that's waiting inside of the cloud. C'est de legends, våkne væter I zat var en rad. Yeah. off the mask. Nobody's watching anyway. Just you, just me. That's the only truth left. Breathe in, breathe out, stay.
Counting seconds in a room made of static and smoke. The bass is a shackle, the rhythm's a heavy yoke. 70s leather on a dashboard, smelling like rain. I'm injecting the groove directly into the vein. My tongue's a cold blade, carving light out of lead. Living in the frequencies where the ghosts are fed. Where wine pedals screaming like a siren in a dream. Nothing is ever exactly what it might seem. I'm a carbon-based shadow in a silicone world, watching how the velvet and the mercury get swirled. It's the monolith pulse, ancient and new. A lo-fi perspective, a wide-angle view. 90 BPM, slow motion heart, tearing the digital blueprint completely apart. Yeah, we're gliding in the hum of the vacuum, we're sliding. The snare's a gunshot muffled by a heavy code. I'm sending a message in a glass bottle note. Analog alchemy turning dirt into gold. A story that the neon lights never would have told. My vocabulary's weighted like a deep sea dive. The only way I know how to stay truly alive. Grainy textures gritting the gears of the track. Once you enter the pocket, there's no turning back. Check the signal, let the feedback bloom. I'm the architect of this high fidelity tune. Yeah, Mercury, monoliths, don't fix the glitch. The glitch is the soul. Static, out.
Exhaling vintage chrome, finding a sanctuary where the static feels like home. The roads are stuttering on Jazzman's ghost in the keys, while the funk bass ripples like shadows on dark seas. My delivery's a whisper, sharp as a switchblade flick, ticking like a timepiece, click-clack, rhythm and thick. I'm a noir protagonist in a low-fare frame, no subtitles needed, I've forgotten my name. Wah-wah pedals bleeding out of psychedelic blues. I'm the headline news that the paper refused to use. It's neon noir and a handful of dust. In a groove we dwell, in a needle we trust. 95 BPM, a slow motion heart, tearing the digital tapestry completely apart. Yeah, we're drifting. In the space between the notes, we're shifting. Vocabulary's
memories liquid pouring over the snare, catching the scent of rain in the midnight air. The kick drums a gavel, the bass is the law. I'm the finest architect that the basement ever saw. Analog circuitry veins made of copper wire, feeding the soul, stoking the funeral pyre. Every bar's a snapshot, grainy and out of focus. This ain't a magic trick, it's a rimming hocus pocus. Submerged in the frequency deeper than the floor. I'm the echo of a sound you've heard 1,000 times before, yeah. It's neon noir, had a need for the land. In the groove we dwell, in the meter we trust. 95 BPM, a slow motion heart, tearing the digital tapestry complete apart. Yeah, we're drifting in the space between the notes, we're shifting. In the space between the notes, we're shifting. Yeah. Neon noir, keep the shadows long. Yeah. Don't fix the hum. The hum, it's the truth. Yeah. Fade to black.
Coughing up embers from a burnt out dream. Life is just a sample in a high-def scheme, but I keep it analog, scratchy and raw, writing my own gospel, breaking every law. The kick drums a heartbeat, the snare is a snap. I'm navigating shadows with the ghost written map. 70s chrome on a midnight drive, the only time I truly feel I'm staying alive. Wild, wild pedals crying like a baby in the rain, diluting the pressure, washing out the pain. That obsidian pulse, dark and divine, walking through the static, crossing every line. Roads, cars beating in the velvet nights, far away from filters and the neon lights, yeah. Yeah, we're anchored in the groove, watching how the heavy-handed melodies move. My tongue's a needle on a worn-out disc. Every single syllable is a calculated risk. I don't need the shine, I don't need the glare, I just need the oxygen in this vintage air. Basement logic coded in the grime. I'm a time traveler, killing all the time. Snare hits like a brick on a frozen lake. How much of this reality can one soul take? But the funk is the anchor, the lo-fi is the haze, getting lost forever in its rhythm maze. Yeah, obsidian. No shine, just soul. Keep the needle moving, don't wake me up. Just let the tape hit.
One part bourbon, 2 parts dust on the shelf. I'm just a ghost in the booth, talking to myself. The Rhodes piano's weeping in a minor key, while the 70s groove sets the rhythm for free. My flow's unquantized, leaning back on the snare. Catch the scent of old leather and the cold night air. History hits wah-wah, cutting through the thick of the mix, looking for the healing that the digital can't fix. It's that velvet texture that grit in the grain, like a slow motion picture through the window pane. Yeah. Washing away the noise with the soulful flood. I got an hour of copper running through my blood. Keep it behind the beat, let the silence glow. 90 beats per minute, taking it slow. Static in the signal, soul in the sound. Weightless in the city, but I'm keeping it ground. The snares gotta snap like a dry autumn leaf. The bass is a sermon, providing relief. No flashy neon, just a dim lit glow. Watching how the melodies and memories grow. Every syllable's a sample, every breath is a loop. The underdog spirit in a vintage coupe, spoken like a prophet from a basement tape. Use of these frequencies as a great escape. Check the clock, but time don't exist in this pocket. Just a low-fi spark in a heavy funk socket. Yeah. Keep the tape rolling. Don't clean the record. I like the noise. Just static and soul. Pure. Untouched.
Exhausting your soul, trying to be a monument, spending your life like it's a debt and not a testament. I see you chasing the version of you that's perfect and grand, while the real you was slipping like water through your hand. We turned our breathing into a competition for air, searching for a meaning that was never really there. Is it the applause you want, or just the right to be still, to stop the endless climbing up a never-ending hill? The world doesn't need your fire, it needs your warmth, the quiet strength it doesn't need to prove its worth. But we're so afraid of being just okay that we throw the miracle of the present moment away.
It's the altar of ordinary things, the grace and the gray, the courage to let the expectations just wither away. It's not about the legacy, it's about the pulse in your wrist, the beautiful simple fact that you simply exist.
Yeah, we're arriving at the end of the struggle, the pieces surviving. My hands are empty, but my heart is finally full, free from the weight of the social invisible pull. We're all so busy becoming that we've forgotten to be, drowning in the shallow end of an imaginary sea. You're not a tragedy, you're not a mistake to be fixed. You're the raw material where the stars and the dirt are mixed. There's a power in you, nothing but gold in your small, a dignity in standing when you don't have to stand tall. So let the records be broken, let the names be forgot. There's a sanctuary in the life that you've already got. You're the witness to the sunrise, the keeper of the flame, a masterpiece that doesn't even need a name.
It's the altar of everything, the grace and the gray, the courage to let the expectation just wither away. It's not about the legacy, it's about the pulse in your wrist, the beautiful simple fact that you simply exist.
Yeah, we're arriving at the end of the struggle, the pieces surviving.
much harder, and it's much more beautiful. You're not missing anything. You're the whole thing. Quiet. Enough.
Гласът започва в пълна тишина. Звукът е толкова близък, че чуваш само въздуха. Без инструменти. Само тежестта на думите.
We're all just carrying bags full of things we can't name, playing a part in a very old, very tired game. I see you exhausting your spirit for a ghost of a prize, with a hunger for glory that's just a disguise. We learn to be echoes of the voices we fear, instead of the thunder we were meant to be here. Is it the ending you're chasing, or just the escape from the labels and numbers and the red color tape? The mirror is honest, but the eyes are so blind to the gold that is buried in the back of the mind. But the world doesn't need another perfect machine. It needs the parts of your soul that have never been seen. It's the anatomy of enough, the peace and the no, the roots of the spirit that finally start to grow. It's not about the mountain, it's about the first breath, the life that you live before you start fearing death. Yeah, we're arriving in the skin that we're in, we're finally surviving. My debts are all paid to the man I was supposed to be, the one who was drowning in a desert dry sea. Yeah. We so busy fixing the things that aren't broken, ignoring the truths that are waiting to be spoken. You don't need a reason to just occupy space, to look at the chaos with a smile on your face. Success is a poison if it costs you your peace, a cage with a key that you refuse to release. So let the plans crumble, let the deadlines go by. There's a much bigger world in the blink of an eye. You're the grace and the failure, the strength and the fall, the only thing real in this hollowed out hall. It's the honesty of enough, the peace and the no, the roots of the spirit that finally start to grow. It's not about the mountain, it's about the first breath. Stop that you live before you start fearing that you'll fight. In the skin that we're in, we're finally surviving. Yeah.
Stop auditioning for your own life. You already got the part. It's enough. You're enough. Right here, right now. Deep breath. Release. Done.
We're all just architects building houses out of smoke, trying to find a punchline in a tired cosmic joke, staring at the ceiling while the world is on fire, trading our wonder for a wire and a tire. I see the tired eyes in the reflection of the glass, watching the seasons and the memories pass. Are we afraid of the dark or afraid of the light, or just terrified of the things we keep about us? Side, the city is screaming but the heart is so still, climbing a mountain just to look at the hill. But there's a beauty in breaking the truth in the fall. Maybe we're not supposed to have it all. We're just fragments of the real, scattered in the gray, trying to find a reason to make it through the day. It's the silence in the room, the tear you didn't shed, the words you kept alive while the world was in bed. Yeah, we're surviving. We're surviving. In the spaces between us, the magic is thriving. We're surviving.
are a map of the places I've been, the wars that I've lost and the sins that I've seen. We've learned to be strangers to the person in the mirror, while the end of the road is getting closer and clearer. But there's gold in your shadow and fire in your bones, a symphony playing in the rattling stones. You don't need a crown to be king of your space, and you don't need a mask just to look at the world in the face. So let the records give, let the static remain. There's a strange kind of sampler in the side of the rain. You're not a mistake, you're not a ghost in the crowd. You're the thunder that's waiting inside of the cloud. We're just fragments of the real, scattered in the gray, trying to find a reason to make it through the day. It's the silence in the room, the tale you didn't share, the words you kept alive while the world wasn't there. Yeah. Take off the mask, nobody's watching anyway. Just you, yeah, just me. That's the only truth left. Breathe in, breathe out, stay. A low cinematic drone, the sound of a crowded city street suddenly muffled, as if diving underwater. A heavy warm 70s bassline pulsing. Thump thump, thump thump. A lonely rose piano plays a minor chord with a slow oscillating vibrato. We're all just architects, building houses out of smoke, trying to find a punchline in a tired cosmic joke. The rose pianos weeping silver tears on the keys, while the funk bass echoes through our shared anxieties. I'm a 90s heartbeat in a 20s machine, searching for the space that exists in between. The screen glows a flicker, but the soul is a flame. We're losing our faces, but remembering the name. Wah wah pedals crying for a touch that is real, trying to describe exactly how the shadows feel. It's the architecture of silence, the blueprint of the soul, trying to make the broken parts feel finally whole. 90 BPM, the pace of a steady breath, a lo-fi lullaby dancing with life and death. Yeah, yeah, we're drifting in the static of the universe, we're shifting. Yeah, my vocabulary's weighted by the ghosts of the past, by the beauty of the things that were never meant to last. The snares a ticking clock, but the groove is a cage. I'm writing new chapters on a yellow dusty page. Analog alchemy, turning the gray into gold. A story of a fire that refused to grow cold. We're digital wanderers, ancient and strange, stuck in a cycle that's begging for change. So let the tape hiss, let the imperfections bleed. The crackle of the vinyl is the only truth we need. Don't fear the noise. The noise is just the sound of being alive. No, building silence. Bit by bit, just let the record spin. Into the dark. Subconscious algorithms dreaming of a soul, trying to make the fragmented parts feel whole. The rose piano's trembling like a leaf in the gale, while the funk bass tells a dusty vintage tale. I'm a 70s heartbeat in a silicone cage, writing a New Testament on a yellow page. The screen glows a fever, but the rhythm is a cure, searching for a frequency that's honest and pure. My flow's a slow motion dive into the deep, waking up the promises we were too tired to keep. It's the ghost in the machine, the glitch in the heart, tearing the digital blueprint completely apart. 90 BPM, the pace of a long lost friend, a lo-fi lullaby that'll never truly end. Yeah, we're drifting in the hum of the binary, we're shifting. My vocabulary's weighted by the weight of the air, by the echoes of the prayers that were left in despair. The snares are dry bones snapping in the cold of the night. I'm a solitary shadow searching for the light. And a log alchemy, turning the silence into gold. A story of a fire that refused to grow old. We're digital orphans looking for a father's sound, something to keep our weary feet on the ground. So let the tape hiss, let the imperfections show, the beauty's in the struggle. Did you know? It's the ghost in the machine, the glitch in the heart, tearing the digital blueprint completely apart. 90 BPM, the pace of a long lost friend, a lo-fi lullaby that'll never truly end. Let the myth in the hum of the binary, we're shifting. Stay human. Don't let the signal fade out. Just a ghost finding the light. Let the record spin until we're home. Fade to black. Fade to black. A slow, deep, hard thump kick drum. The sound of a crowded city street but processed through a heavy underwater filter. A warm, fuzzy 70s bassline enters, swaying like a slow pendulum. The Rhodes piano plays a rich, soulful minor chord with a heavy tremolo. Scrolling through the ghosts of the lives we never led, feeding digital hunger while the soul is underfed. The rose piano's humming like a wire in the wall, waiting for a signal or a reason not to fall. I'm a 70s heartbeat trapped in a glass screen, searching for the colors that exist in between. The funk is the friction, the lo-fi is the haze, a map made of shadows in a neon-lit maze. My tongue's a needle seeking a groove that is deep, waking up the secrets that the city tries to keep. It's the human frequency, the crackle and the hum, looking for the rhythm where the healing starts to come. 90 BPM, the pace of a steady hand, a vintage lighthouse in a pixelated land. Yeah, we're breathing in the static of the binary, we're feeling. My vocabulary's weighted by the tears I never cried, by the versions of myself that are buried deep inside. The snares of heartbeat skipping when the world gets too loud. I'm a solitary lightning bolt searching for a cloud. Analog alchemy, turning the silence into gold. The story of a fire that was never meant to be sold. We're all just tired poets with our backs against the clock, trying to find the key before they change the lock. So let the tape hiss, let the imperfections bloom. There's a universe of beauty in this dusty little room.
It's the human frequency, the crackle and numb, looking for the rhythm where the healing starts to come. 90 BPM, the pace of a steady hand, a vintage lighthouse in a pixelated land. Yeah, we're breathing
Sound of frequency, but it's the single guy up. Just human, sure. Let the record spin until it's all we feel.
Ритъмът е суров, дървен, като удар по стара маса. Баса е нисък и вибриращ, без никакъв блясък.
in the water that's cold, a story of silver that never turned gold. My hands are a map of the seeds I didn't plant, the can and the won't and the bitter I shan't. We're measuring time by the wood in the stove, by the miles that we walked and the secrets we drove. I see you swallowing the words like they're lead, tired of the ghosts that you've already fed. But look at the mountain, it doesn't need a shout. The root of the valley, what it's all about. You're a river of light in a canyon of bone, carving a path that is strictly your own. It's the salt in the wound and the stone in the shoe, the heavy lifting that nobody knew. It's the silence that speaks when the shouting is done, the victory lap that you've already won. Yeah, we're rooted in the dark of the earth where the future is fruiting. Ancient, my patience is new. I'm filtering the many to find the very few. We're so afraid of the harvest we forget to sow, waiting for a sign that'll never even show. But there's a dignity in the dirt on your sleeve, in the things that you doubt and the things you believe. You're not a victim of the clock or the rain, you're the hunter of joy in the forest of pain. So let the winter come, let the leaves hit the ground. The most beautiful music is a heart being found. Take the heavy coat off, leave the baggage behind. There's a clear blue sky in the back of your mind. Ooh, it's the salt in the wound and the stone in the shoe, the heavy lifting that nobody knew. It's the silence that speaks when the shouting is done, the victory lap that you've already won. Where the future is full.
Yeah, the salt keeps the flavor, the stone keeps the shape. You don't need a hero, you don't need an escape. You're already home, just breathe.
Solid, 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 solid.
Yeah. Excess. Yeah.
You're living in a body you treat like a hotel room, waiting for a checkout that's coming too soon, leaving the lights on, but never staying for the night, trading your vision for someone else's sight. Yeah, I see you apologizing for the way that you breathe, for the dreams that you buried and the secrets you weave. We're so careful not to spill, so careful not to break, that we've forgotten how it feels to have something to stay. Is it peace that you found, or just a very loud no? Waiting for a symphony that's never gonna come, but the walls I'm closing in, they're just waiting for a sound, for the heavy honest thud of your feet on the ground. It's the dead of the soul, the interest on the fear, the things that you whispered but refuse to hear. It's not about the healing, it's about the scars you keep, the promises you made while the world was asleep. Yeah, we're waking from the version of us that was constantly faking. Yeah, yeah. Hey, my hands are stained with the ink, all the things I didn't say, with the maybe tomorrow that became never day. They were all just tenants in a life that we didn't design, waiting for a signal or holy golden sign. But the miracle isn't the walk on the water or the sea, it's the moment you decide to just let yourself be. You're not a project, you're not a work in progress, you're the answer to a question you've been too afraid to bless. So let the expectations burn, let the audience go home. There's a kingdom in your chest and you're sitting on the throne. You're the mercy, you're the witness, you're the judge and the law, the most beautiful thing that the universe ever saw. Yeah. Stop paying rent for a life you already own. You're not a guest here, you're the foundation, you're the roof. Just exist. Whole. Out. 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 Out.
You're exhausting your spirit for a ghost in a mirror, while the end of the world is getting louder and clearer. We're so busy posing for a life we don't own, collecting the seeds that were never even sown. I see you afraid of the silence in the room, like it's a sentence or a cold empty tomb. But what if the nothing is where the truth actually starts? In the hollowed out spaces of our crowded out hearts, we've turned our existence into a performance for eyes, a beautiful, hollow and expensive disguise. But the universe doesn't care if you notice or seen, it only cares about the space where you've actually been. It's the beauty of being unwitnessed and free, the drop the focus that it's part of the sea. It's not about the answer, it's the end of the quest, the courage to finally just rest. Yeah, we're arriving in the skin we've been shedding, we're finally surviving. Yeah. My hands are empty of the prizes I thought I should win, of the trophies of ego and the monuments of sin. We're all just vibrations in a very long night, terrified of the shadows but blinded by the light. You're not a story that needs a beginning or end, you're the break in the branch that refused to just bend. There's a power in the parts of you that nobody knows, like the dark or the soil where the white lily grows. So let the applause die, let the curtains just fall. There's a much bigger world on the outside of the wall. You're the pulse of the ancient, the breath of the new, the only thing in history that's actually you. It's the beauty of being unwitnessed and free, the drop that falls that is part of the sea. It's not about the answer, it's the end of the quest. The courage to finally just rest. Yeah, we're arriving in the skin we've been shedding, we're finally surviving.
Yeah. Stop looking for yourself in other people's eyes. They're only looking at their own reflection. Be invisible. Be real. Be gone. But stay out. Yeah. We're all waiting for a permission we don't really need. Stop planting flowers in the garden of greed. We've learned to apologize for the space that we take, for the hearts that we carry, and the ones that we break. I see you carrying the ocean in a tiny glass cup, terrified of the moment. You'll have to look up. Is it the failure you fear, or the chance of the win, or the terrifying depth of the skin that you're in? We're looking for giants to lead us through the fog, while we're writing our lives in a dead man's log. But the truth isn't loud, it doesn't need to be proved. It's the quietest mountain that's never been moved. It's the weight of the light that you're trying to hide, the collapse of the walls and the turning of the tide. It's not about the climb, it's about how you stand, with nothing but hope in the palm of your hand. Yeah, we're learning to love the bridge while the wood is still burning. Yeah. My debts are all paid to the version of me that is gone, to the boy who was terrified of the coming of dawn. We spend our whole lives trying to fix what isn't wrong, singing the lyrics to someone else's song. But you're not a problem that needs to be solved. You're the axis around which the whole world evolved. Don't look for the meaning in the things you can buy. The horizon is wider than the reach of your eye. You're the mercy you're seeking, the grace you deserve, the courage that lives in the bend of the curve. So let the shadows stretch, let the night do its part. There's a sun that is rising in the back of your heart. It's the weight of the light trying to hide, the collapse of the walls and the turning of the tide. It's not about the climb, it's about how you stand, with nothing but hope in the palm of your hand. Yeah, we're learning to love the bridge while the wood is still burning. Yeah, yeah. Stop waiting for the signal. The signal is your heartbeat. Yeah. Know how to go. You're the how. You're the home. Just be light out.
We're all just ghosts in a house made of glass and gold, trading our youth for a story that's already been told. Staring at screens while the stars go ignored in the sky, asking for truth while we're feeding each other a lie. I see the city is breathing, but is it alive or just a hive where we struggle and fight to survive? We build up these walls out of pride and the fear of the light, and wonder why everything feels
feels like a permanent night. But there's a crack in the armor, a leak in the dam, a moment of clarity showing you who I really am. It's the weight of the unspoken, things that we hide, the ocean of feelings we keep locked away deep inside. We're more than a profile, more than a shadow or ghost. We're the ones who stay human when we needed it most. Yeah, we're healing. In the silence between us, some meaning is finally peeling. My pockets are heavy with stones that I picked up as a child, before the world told me that being yourself is too wild. Yeah. We've learned to be lonely together, connected by wires while we're freezing to death right beside our own inner fires. But look at the rust on the gate, see the green in the cracks. Nature is coming to take all the soul in its back. You don't need a crown to be king of your own little space, and you don't need a mask just to look the world in the face. So let the rain fall on the parts that you're trying to say. The only thing constant is how we learn to be brave. Yeah. Don't be afraid to be broken. That's how the light gets in. You're still here, I'm still here. That's enough for tonight. Just be.
Street lights, gold on the west cement, tracing every dollar and every minute I spent. Rose calls humming like a secret in the dark. 70s soul, igniting that internal spark. The bassline's heavy, syncopated, thick and round. Walking through the city where the silence makes a sound. I don't rush the tempo, I just let the pocket breathe. Got a couple tricks hiding up my velvet sleeve. Dusty break beat, snap and keep it crisp on the snare. Metaphors floating like a smoke in the air. Just a lo-fi ghost in a vintage frame, playing for the soul, not the money or the fame. Got that 90 BPM pulse in my chest, funk in the foundation. Put the worries to rest, yeah, we're gliding. Between the cracks of the city, we're sliding. Calculated movement, yeah, the flow is precise. Chasing down the rhythm, never rolling the dice. Wild guitar licking at the edge of the track. Once you feel the groove, there ain't no turning back. My articulation's clear, but the delivery is chill. Climbing up the mountain just to stand on the hill. Analog heart in a digital world, watching how the neon and the shadows can swirl. Keep it behind the beat, let the tension grow. This is that midnight, high fidelity flow. Let it spin, yeah. Service spirit, oh, by my state, yeah. Keep it smooth.
carving verses out of midnight steam. A low fidelity king and a high fidelity dream. The roads is weeping like a widow in the rain, while the 70s groove numbs the phantom pain. Got that unquantized swing, that offbeat lean, living in the static somewhere in between. My tongue's a diamond on a dusty grooves. I don't make a sound until the spirits move. Why pedals crying, bleeding through the floor. I'm knocking on a basement cellar door. It's voodoo and velvet, a ritual and sound. 6 feet deep, but I'm never underground. 90 BPM, the pulse of the ghost. A vintage soul on a digital coast. Keep the tape hissing, keep the needle in the track. Once you catch the fever, there ain't no turning back. My vocabulary's weighted like a laden bay, searching for the truth in a pixelated face. Snare hits like a hammer on a cold brass plate. I'm a time capsule, opening the gate. Analog alchemy, turning lead into gold. A story that the radio never would have told. Gritty and grainy like a Super 8 film. I'm the architect ruling over this realm. Syllable syncopated, tucked behind the kick. This ain't a trend, it's a psychological trick. Yeah. Voodoo logic. Voodoo logic. Velvet textures. Don't clean the record. The dirt is where the soul lives. Just let it loop. Forever.